Human existence is a magnificent journey of self-discovery, a fleeting adventure through the realms of time. We navigate the highs and lows, the triumphs and setbacks, weaving the fabric of our lives with resilience and courage. Yet beneath it all lies an unshakable essence, a core of strength and purpose that connects us to something greater than ourselves. In our quest for fulfillment, we are empowered to return to this source, to reclaim our innate power and embrace our true potential. A journey of liberation, a homecoming to the truth of who we are, where we find empowerment in our unity with the universe and rediscover the limitless possibilities within. For some, human existence is perceived as a finite journey, a solitary passage through the expanse of time. They navigate life's challenges with resignation, viewing the highs and lows as mere fluctuations in an otherwise mundane existence. For those who view human existence through this lens, life can feel like a monotonous march towards an inevitable end. The highs may offer fleeting moments of joy while the lows weigh heavily, each setback reinforcing the belief in the futility of it all. In this perspective, the richness and depth of experience are overlooked, and the interconnectedness of all things remains obscured. Living in this state of disconnect can lead to a profound sense of emptiness and longing, as the deeper yearnings of the soul remain unfulfilled. Without the recognition of a greater purpose or a connection to something beyond the material realm, life can feel shallow and devoid of meaning. The individual may find themselves adrift in a sea of apathy, unable to tap into their innate potential or experience the true beauty of existence. Ultimately, this perception of life as a finite and solitary journey leads to sadness and alienation. Without the recognition of the boundless possibilities that lie within and beyond, one is left to wander aimlessly, unaware of the transformative power that comes from reconnecting with the source of their being. Today's video will be covering the concept of God, a higher power, call it whatever you will, the source of all consciousness, the universe, within or without, as well as what it means to return to the source. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's dive in. Here are two contrasting perspectives on the nature of the divine and its relationship to humanity and to the world that constitute the concept of God within or without. According to some traditions, God's presence is inherent in all creation, including us. As a result of this perspective, God is present within each individual, permeating the universe, and can be experienced directly within consciousness. This means that rather than having a separate external God, God is seen as a part of the whole of reality, and that each person is a part of the divine. Therefore, each person is able to connect directly, without the need for an intermediary. This is often done through meditation, prayer, or self-reflection. It emphasizes a close connection with the divine. In contrast, some traditions emphasize that God exists beyond the material world and is independent of it. Those who hold this view believe that God exists outside of creation, separate from us, and cannot be contained within any particular form or individual. This view is supported by the idea that God is infinite and cannot be limited by any physical form or space. It also suggests that God is beyond human understanding and is not constrained by the laws of nature. It emphasizes reverence, worship, and seeking a relationship with God through devotion, obedience to religious teachings, and adhering to religious rituals. It is true that the concept of returning to the source is often associated with spiritual journeys or quests aimed at attaining ultimate truth, enlightenment, or union with a transcendent reality or higher power. Different religious and spiritual philosophies offer a variety of interpretations of this concept. As explained in Hinduism, the concept of moksha, or liberation, refers to the ultimate goal of humanity, which entails breaking free from the cycle of birth and death and achieving union with the divine source, often called Brahman. As described in Buddhism, nirvana refers to the state of ultimate enlightenment and freedom from suffering, which involves transcendence of the cycle of rebirth and realization of the true nature of reality. Islamic concepts of returning to the source are embodied in the pursuit of closeness to Allah. In Islam, through acts of devotion, prayer, fasting, and adherence to the teachings of the Quran, and the example of the Prophet Muhammad, Muslims strive to establish a deep connection to God as their purpose in life. As the underlying principle of existence, Taoism emphasizes returning to the Tao, which means aligning oneself with the natural flow of the universe, cultivating inner harmony, and attempting to attain unity with it. In Christianity, returning to the source can be synonymous with seeking union with God. In order to achieve this, one may pray, worship, and follow the teachings of Jesus Christ to deepen their relationship. The concept of salvation is commonly viewed as a form of returning to the source, where individuals attain eternal life and are reconciled with God. Some people may argue that there are other ways to achieve salvation outside of Christianity. For example, some people may believe that good deeds or living a life in accordance with certain religious principles can lead to salvation. Others may believe that there is no afterlife or concept of salvation, and that this life is all that exists. A variety of mystical traditions, including Sufism and Islam, Kabbalah and Judaism, and Christian mysticism, emphasize the return to the divine source as a mystical journey. Meditation, contemplation, or ecstatic experiences are often used as methods for attaining union with a higher power. Part of these traditions holds that the mundane world is an illusion, or separation from the divine reality or ultimate truth. Here, returning to the source is believed to be the key to transcending this illusion and achieving spiritual awakening, enlightenment, or union with their higher self or a higher power. This idea is expressed in various traditions in different ways. As we touched upon, the idea of salvation in Christianity and enlightenment in Buddhism, emphasizing the importance of connecting to the divine to find spiritual liberation. However, some people may argue that connecting to the divine is not necessary to find spiritual liberation, as they believe one can find this liberation through their own efforts and understanding. This may be expressed in the idea of self-reliance in some traditions. It is ultimately up to the individual to decide what path to take in order to find their own liberation. What is important is that the individual is committed to their own spiritual growth and development. Despite the differences in how one finds spiritual liberation, there are commonalities between the different paths. These include returning to the source of true knowledge, understanding oneself and one's relationship with the universe, and gaining insight into the true nature of reality. For instance, many spiritual paths emphasize the value of stillness and mindfulness, which can help to cultivate greater awareness of the self and its connection to the greater whole. Additionally, many paths emphasize the importance of cultivating gratitude and love, two inner qualities that can help to foster a sense of well-being and foster deeper relationships with ourselves and the world around us. It is similar to tending a garden, with mindfulness, stillness, gratitude, and love being the water, fertilizer, and sunlight that helps the garden of our being to flourish and grow. In Hinduism, a school called Advaita Vedanta teaches the concept of the Atman, which is the divine essence within each individual. By realizing that the individual self is identical to the universal self, individuals are able to experience their inherent connection with the divine by realizing their true nature as Atman. A member of Quakerism believes that one can experience and know God's presence directly through one's conscience. Quakers, a Christian denomination, emphasizes the concept of the inner light, or the Christ within. Their goal to connect with the divine presence within them, and among others through silent worship. In New Age spirituality, there is a strong emphasis on self-realization and personal spiritual exploration. The concept of finding God within oneself is frequently associated with the belief that each individual has a divine spark or higher self. Individuals seek to connect with this divine aspect through meditation, visualization, and energy healing. In these perspectives, the divine is not merely external but resides within the depths of human consciousness as well. In order to cultivate a deeper spiritual connection, personal growth, and unity, individuals turn inward and connect within. At the end of the day, we are all one. As above, so below, as within, so without. We are interconnected and interdependent, and our actions affect those around us. To make the world a better place, we must strive to create harmony within ourselves and extend that harmony to the world. It's like a ripple effect, where a single pebble can cause a wave that spreads far and wide, touching everything in its path. We must focus our efforts on creating ripples of harmony and love, and those ripples will spread throughout the world. Whether or not you believe in a higher power, believing in yourself may provide a taste of heaven. We can take steps to create these ripples of harmony and love by simply being kind to those around us, offering a helping hand, and standing up for what is right. This kindness and compassion can spread far and wide, creating a chain reaction of goodness that can have a lasting impact on our world. Humanfluence out.